So what is your story name and what is the author?
My story name is Fake Friday and the author is Ross Fletcher. What is your story about?
My story is named Beezus and Ramona and the author is Beverly Cleary.
Okay.
So what is your story about?
My story is about Cliff. He's 11 and the oldest of 6 kids in the family. His story of an eventful year in life of his family is full of warmth and fun. What is your story about?
My story is about a big sister named Beezus. Wimpy tries to be patient with her 4 years old little sister Ramona. But it isn't easy, not when Ramona powders hormones with marshmallow and invites her nursery school class to a party without telling her family. Sometimes Beezus doesn't like Ramona, but the girls are sisters and that means they will always love each other. She thought every single minute.
Okay. So, what are your goals as a reader?
My goals as a reader is to connect with the story more and use context clues when I don't understand. And what is your goals as being a reader?
Well, my goals as being a reader, I try to add more sticky notes and I have to look back when I don't understand.
Show me how you figure out a word you didn't know by using a context clue.
There was this box. There was this word, tackle box, that Cliff got for his birthday. At first, I don't understand what a tackle box is, but I kept reading on. And I discovered that a tackle box is a box that extra hooks and food for your fish. Like you go for fishing. And what's your favorite part and why?
My favorite part is that when Ramona powdered her nose with marshmallow and that she invited her nursery school class to a party without telling her family.
Show me how you figure out a word you didn't know by using context clues.
At first, I didn't know what the word exasperating mean, and over here, it talks about with gray thread. Beezus carefully outlined the steam coming from the tea kettle spout, and thought about her pretty young aunt who was always gay and so understanding. And then the word gay, I don't understand because at first I thought it was the gender and when I read on and the context clues that I use is the word understanding and it might mean nice or so I think the word gay I think it is nice and the word exasperating is I find the context clues by reading on what Ramona do, like what trouble did Ramona do, and think it might be silly. The book gives example of what Ramona did. So yeah, that's how I find my definition for the word exasperating and the word gay. What are your favorite parts and why?
My favorite part is when Teddy got in trouble because he threw all his clothes down the lawn. It was funny because like his punishment is he has to go under the kitchen table so that his mom can keep an eye on him. But when there was guests, there was this old two-person, a boy and a girl. They were like in the mid-70s and 80s. They were holding hands under the table, but nobody knew. And Teddy thought that they were gonna marry, but and the family just laughed and said, "You're kidding! It's wrong." And then the next week when the invitation came, and Teddy was right. It was really funny.
So what would be different if you were the author of the story?
It would be different that I would like make Brad didn't die. He would be okay and stay alive. What would be different if you be the author?
If I was the author, I would not change anything because I think if Ramona stays the same, the book will be more interesting because she always annoys her big sister. So I won't change anything.
What if you were pieces? What would you do at Ramona?
If I was Jesus, I would just yell at Ramona when she does wrong problem and then just leave her alone. Because when I just keep on saying, Ramona will have reasons to say back. So the conversation will go on and on and on and on. So what if you were one of the characters in the book?
If I were like Cliff, I would comfort everybody to don't cry when Brad died.
What do you think is the purpose of your book?
The purpose of my book, it's like funny.
Okay. So
What is the purpose of your book?
I think the purpose of my book is that Jesus always not do nothing with her little sister and just keep on letting her little sister annoy her. And the reasons I think is that Ramona is getting into a lot of trouble.
Okay, what writing techniques have you noticed the author use?
I think the author used the short sentence, not telling sentence. Like when Ramona had her nose covered with marshmallow, like she explained how the marshmallow was all over her face and how her sister react with it. The author just don't say that Ramona powdered her marshmallow marshmallow on her nose and her sister yelled at her. So what writing techniques have you seen in the story that the author used?
The author used showing sentences. Like the one example is when like he described the spaghetti. He didn't say the spaghetti was hot and steamy. It was delicious. He described like what does it look like and what color is it and more.